I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to call the Lamar City Council regular meeting for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 to order. We'll begin with a roll call.
Goodchild?
Yes.
Donlin?
Here.
Wick? Sturgeon?
Yes.
Bruns?
Here.
Motion to approve the agenda?
Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. First item on the agenda, B1, is the Erdman area rezoning. So at the November 21, 2023 meeting, council set this date and time to hear public comment regarding the proposed rezoning of the Erdmanville area. It is recommended that the R1 residential properties be rezoned to B2 general business, and aerial is attached. The parcels are 1, 1209304003 4th Avenue Northwest, 1209304004 401 4th Street Northwest, and 1209302006 401 6th Street Northwest. I'd like to open the hearing and ask for any written or oral comments on the rezoning. Anybody here to discuss the rezoning of the Erdmanville area? Yeah, if you would approach the mic, sir, I'd appreciate it.
I can't see where they're going, so I just, the part you're gonna go commercial with is now, is that the east, or the west side of that property along Highway 75? Or is it the whole patch? The whole, you gave me the,
Jason will be able to show it to you there.
okay.
So it's darker here, so it's the east side. Because this, the west side bit is already B2.
That's what I thought, yeah, and then they said something about the commercial is gonna be on the east side, and the holiday on the west end of printout or something.
Yeah, so it's just.
Anyway, so
Jason, for the sake of the Erdman family, could you explain the zoning? I mean, it's labeled commercial, but I don't know the
Yeah,
intent
B2,
is that it
yeah,
be
B2
commercial.
includes other things other than businesses. That's what the B is there, but it can be anything above 3 units or more can be in a B2. So apartment buildings is the more likely thing, but. You can't have single family homes in a B2.
Okay. Any other comments? Anybody here to comment about the rezoning?
Well, I guess I'd like to know the rezoning to the business with the intent that it be for, like you say, apartment buildings, something like that. And Mark would probably be the right one to answer this. Are you, when you get together with a potential developer, you're gonna make sure it's not someone that, wants to come in and throw in a Casey's or something?
Correct. So as part of the Lamar's Community Development Plan, Erdmanville was one of the sites that we identified. And what we're going to do is remove all the existing properties and offer the entire site to one developer. And the intent is to create housing there, multifamily housing. And so the LBIC has actually met with different developers, and they're accepting proposals right now, and they have a committee that will take a look at those proposals. But those proposals at this point don't include anything commercial. If there would be something commercial proposed, it would be along Business 75, but I don't anticipate that happening. I anticipate it being residential, much needed residential in the community, and multifamily residential. What that looks like, we don't know yet.
All right, thanks for that, because I know I would be asked about it.
Yeah.
And I've already heard all the rumors about what is going there, that, like, people know what's going there. You know,
I'd like to know
I just want to clear that
I'd
up.
like to know some of those rumors.
I don't think you
They're
would.
interesting. I haven't heard a thing except what's taking so long. Any other comments? All right, seeing none, I'll close the hearing and turn to the council that say that the administration and Planning and Zoning Commission recommend that the council approve this rezoning.
Motion to approve the first reading of ordinance number 984, amending zoning districts.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Not, we'll have roll call.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Sturgeon,
Yes,
Donlin,
Yes.
Bruns.
Yes.
Motion carried. Moving on to the second hearing of the day. Lamar's Industrial Park 4th Edition Final Plat and Rezoning. At the November 21, 2023 meeting, council set this date and time to hear public comment regarding the proposed rezoning of Lamar's Industrial Park 4th Edition. The lots are proposed to be zoned I3 Heavy Industrial. I'd like to open the hearing and ask for any written or oral comments to the rezoning of the Industrial Park 4th Edition. Anybody here to comment on that? Mark, would you want to make a few comments on what we're trying to accomplish here? Just for review, I know we've gone over it before.
Yeah, so our industrial park is almost full. We're down to, I believe, 4 lots available in our current industrial park. And so we need to expand our industrial park south of 27th Street. And the city does own 230 acres south of 27th Street. We're going to develop the first 30 acres and create 7 new industrial lots, larger industrial lots for the larger projects. Just a reminder, Southview Industrial Park, which infrastructure is going into that right now, is the smaller lots, the half-acre to acre lots for the trades and smaller projects. But we want industry to have a place to expand if they so choose. And so that's the purpose. And the zoning is the same zoning as the rest of our industrial park.
And we have had some interest in this area. It's just a matter of, we got to get it rezoned so we can sell off the lots.
Yeah, and we've got to do some infrastructure work as well.
And I'll just comment on the 2 lots that are purple. That's the Martfeld and the Palmer properties. We annexed those 2 properties, and I could have included, and I probably should have included those 2, because those will get rezoned also, but that's going to be at a future council meeting. Everything as we annex comes in as our, by our code, and then we have to rezone it from there. So, but those 2 lots will be coming forward.
Why
soon.
would we want to rezone those? Just if the house isn't there at some point in time, or burns down, or?
Uniformity.
Yeah.
is about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll-
Nobody's gonna tell them they're fine to stay there as long as they want.
Yeah, they'll come, yeah, we'll change, the recommendation is gonna be to change it to I3, but as long as they're used as a single family home, then they stay that way.
And there's 3 purple properties, you said 2.
So, yeah, there's 2.
He's referring to these 2 little ones.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just talking about these 2 here.
Gotcha, okay, you had me a little bit
Okay.
confused there. So has this got rail accessibility potential?
The crosshatched?
Yes.
Yes.
Not the I.
We'll have to extend it across 27th Street.
Right, okay. All right.
Yeah, moving a lot of dirt. All right, anyone else here to comment on the rezoning? If not, I'll close the hearing and turn to the council. Administration recommends that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend that the council approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance number 985, amending zoning districts.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Not, we'll have roll call, please.
Sturgeon,
Yes?
Goodchild,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Donlin.
Yes.
Motion carried. Moving on to item B3. Designation of Lamar's Business Corridor, Urban Renewal Area, and Urban Renewal Plan. At the November 7th, 2023 meeting, the council set this date and time to hear public comments regarding the establishment of the Lamar's Business Corridor, Urban Renewal Area, and Urban Renewal Plan. City staff has been working with Dorsey Whitney to prepare the required documents. The Urban Renewal Plan contains two specific projects: the area locally known as Erdmanville and the land platted as Business 75 or Highway 75 Business Park. The LBIC is working to create development in both areas. The city will be asked to assist through infrastructure and incentives. A consultation meeting with other taxing entities was held on November 20, 2023 at City Hall. I'd like to open the hearing and ask for any written or oral comments to the establishment of the Lamar's Business Corridor, Urban Renewal Area, and Plan. Any comments, questions, concerns, anyone here?
I'll give
Jason?
some clarification
Sure.
as soon as.
Seeing none, I will close the hearing and turn to the council. Administration and the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend council approval. Jason, you mentioned you wanted to give some clarification.
I was going to give some clarification on why the two different actions, the resolution and the ordinance, are needed. So what the resolution is doing, if you read this, you as a council are saying that this mapped area you want to designate for economic development. Okay, so that's what the resolution is for. You're saying you want to see development in this area. Okay, so what the ordinance does is you as a council are saying, okay, so within this area, the taxes generated, we would like to use for projects in this area. So that's by ordinance. So that's why the two different things. So. And you don't have to, okay, so if you're going to do anything beyond the first reading, it's going to take all four of you to approve it. So there is no, there is no need to go beyond the first reading. If that's the decision, that's fine. And I thought about this too. There is, if you don't want to do the resolution without the ordinance, then you probably could just not do the resolution either. But
Why would we not want to do that?
well, I don't know.
I think he's just saying it's legitimately possible to do it that way if we want it.
Yeah, I'm not
There's no-
recommending
no
that, but
need.
Right.
I'm recommending what I put on the paper.
Just one question, as consulting meeting with the other taxing entities was held on November 20th, 2023. So how'd that go?
Nobody,
Nobody showed?
no.
Okay.
They typically don't.
Okay, I didn't know.
And that would be Plymouth County and school.
I figured it would be okay. They did, okay.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 986 to approve the Lamar's Business Corridor Urban.
2351.
I don't want to do a 986, I want to do a 20 what?
2351.
2351.
I have it backwards too.
Boy, am I glad we saved that.
2351.
Half 2350. I'll second it because I was gonna do 986 too.
I feel better about the last time.
Whatever.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Sturgeon,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Donlin.
Yes.
Motion carried. And?
I'd make a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance number 986 for the division of taxes levied on taxable property in Lamar's Business Quarter Urban Renewal Area.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Bruns,
Yes.
Goodchild,
Yes.
Donlin,
Yes.
Sturgeon.
Yes.
Motion carried. Want to move on, or you want to keep making motions?
I won't support.
We better save
Wait,
one for next time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save
Just
that for-
the next one we can do, but I
Steve.
like, give it a little time.
Okay. Moving on to item number 4, the boundaries ordinance. At the November 21, 2023 meeting, council set this date and time to hear public comment regarding the proposed amendment to Chapter 3 boundaries of the Lamar's Code of Ordinances reflecting ward and precinct changes. The change is needed due to the recent annexation of the land on the south end of Lamar's. I'd like to open the hearing and ask for any written or oral comments on the proposed amendment. I believe we're speaking about the 2 properties that we were just mentioning.
Yes.
As rezoning, those were recently annexed, so. Seeing nobody jump up to comment, we'll close the hearing and I'll turn to the council. Administration recommends council approval.
I find myself wondering which ordinance number this one might be.
It's 7.
Then we'll know why you're retired.
Motion to approve first reading of ordinance number 987 on amending Chapter 3 boundaries of Lamar's Code of Ordinances.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Goodchild,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Donlin,
Yes.
Sturgeon.
Yes.
Motion carried. All right, we got through the hearings. Citizens input. Any citizens here to address the council? Mr. Wayne Shipper?
Wayne Shipper, 334 4th Avenue Northwest, retired fire chief, retired emergency operations officer, code enforcement officer, and at times clean the streets. Also,
Sanitarian.
Former temporary.
we gotta lighten the place up a little bit, like I said last time, everybody's like as tense as can be in here. Also retired Master Chief with the Navy command status, and what I'm here for is I usually come in for citizens for our Veterans Park. I don't put it on the agenda and stuff, I like to come in. I'm a little later and I've been waiting for a phone call, so evidently we did well in the past, so. But with that said, I've got a couple things I'd like to just say about it. First of all, the board consists of 7 people, and the longest years on the board so far has been Patrick Murphy. Everybody else, we've all rotated in at some time when somebody left the board. So, but we have good continuity. We do have some mixture in there that's good because you need that, as you're well aware of. But the chemistry is real good yet, and things are working. Those people on the board, it's Tom Sanoff, Patrick Murphy, Gary Kuntz, Jim Rothfuss, Jack Fruce, and the newest member would be David Copenhaver, and then myself. I acted as chair yet. First of all, this is from the board. We put together on behalf of the board. Thank you for your continued support and help when the needs are warranted with maintenance at the Veterans Park. We do appreciate the sincere help we receive from City Administrator Jason Becerra, City Hall staff, Brad Epling, Scott Knight, Rich Sittell, Dave Shepard, and all their departments, because we utilize people out of those departments to help us out. As my fellow sailor over here, officer, we try to put crews together that work. And because ships sail rather smooth when they work. It doesn't work too well if you don't have good crews. so we have good crews. And I really appreciate those people helping us. Campbell Electric, Rural Nursery and Landscape, Dan Rexwinkle, Doug Carlson, Cal Quaker, Lamar Sentinel, KLM, and all others that work with us to maintain and support this education and historical Veterans Memorial. Kudos again. Working together is always important, needed, and enjoyable. That's why I come with laughter today, because it's enjoyable. So anyway, I have now I want to fuss it, so you're gonna have to share it.
We'll see.
If you remember, if you don't, I'll help you remember. Last year, we started doing some work up at the Veterans Park. We took out a row of trees, 120 feet of trees that the winter killed them. And so we opted to take those out and put in some evergreens. So we spotted some evergreens, and if you look in your paperwork there, you'll see where those little evergreens are spotted back there in place. They will expand and grow, and so eventually, you're gonna see a larger tree in there. Mr. Goodchild would know how it works, his father was up there and there was trees put in there. To this day now, they keep growing and things which are vital to that area up there. So anyway, those have been put in. Rulin helped us with those. Again, Jason said he could use some city staff. Well, we opted out of that because we were able to get some funding to take care of that ourselves. Like I said, if we can work together, that's a big deal with me, you know. So if we work together, so because I'll utilize you somewhere else if we need be. So, but you'll see those trees are in there. They're growing. They're fun. They're looking good so far, and so we're happy about that. Then you'll see where we stuck a monument, another monument in there down by the gazebo. Carlson helped put that in place, and we got Sir Rexwinkle. These items are at cost. Again, we look at no cost profit to people when they come and say, hey, we'd like to help you. Here's what we can do for you. And so a lot of the stuff is invoiced through the companies